What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 5-3. Man, I'm back again. Story time. Yeah, man. Whoo, man, how y'all been doing, man? Went live last night, man. Had to get off that live. Lost another homie. Natural causes. Natural causes. You know, life gon' life, man. Life don't care nothing about nobody. Life is gonna do what life do, no matter what you say, no matter what you feel. Life is gonna life. You know what I'm saying? And we all got an expiration date. We all got an expiration date, man. Some expiration date might come sooner than later, depending on how you treat yourself, what you do with yourself. But AIP, man, to the homie Heavy C, man. There's a homie right there, cuz we lost him. AIP, man, Mr. Heavy C, Eastside Avalon, Gangster Crip, Fire Trey. So anyway, moving on to the story, man. Moving on to the story. Man, even though in this day and age, now that's why a lot of my stories, in case y'all new to my channel, a lot of my stories are based on things that happened in my life back in the 1980s. Boy, now the 1980s were that was the heyday of gang activity in Los Angeles and just living life, man. But now I'm just not just gonna say living life, because those who are coming up and now in this day and age, it in their minds, to them, what they going through right now is living life, you know. But so I'm gonna put it in a box. You know, everything has its own compartment that it goes in. You have to compartmentalize things. The 1980s, man, was the heyday of gang activity in Los Angeles, man. But anyway, one of the things that you knew coming up was to oh, y'all keep looking at that shirt. That's some of that merch, man. That Foundation Nation, man. Y'all know how to get it, man. Y'all want to get that Foundation Nation merchandise, man. Man, hit me in my Instagram, homie. You know what I'm saying? D as in dog, DA.OVA.LORD. The Overlord. Man, just go on in my Instagram, man, and leave me a message, and I'm going to get right back to you, and then we can dialogue back and forth on the color, the size, and what it's going to say and all that. But anyway, moving right along again. Man, one of the things you knew coming up in LA, if you was in that lifestyle, was leave them bus stops alone. Don't fool with them bus stops. Man, even if it's a bus stop in your own section, in your own set, don't fool with them bus stops, man. Don't fool with them bus stops, man. Don't fool with them bus stops. Man, leave them bus stops. Ain't time to get it redone. Ain't. Anyway, yeah, man, leave them bus stops alone, though. Leave them bus stops alone, man. I'm going to tell y'all some stories about why I know for a fact, man, it was, them bus stops, man, was detrimental, man. Detrimental. Me and that RTD, for those of y'all that from out of state, RTD was the main bus system that we had in LA back in them 70s and 80s. Now they got all type of blue line, green line, pink, orange line, all these old different lines that they got, like them little subway like trains like in New York and stuff like that. But before they got all that, man, everybody had to get on that RTD, which is known as, it means Rapid Transit District. But now us in the streets, it was called the Rough, Tough, and Dangerous. The Rough, Tough, and Dangerous, man, that bus stop wasn't no joke. Man, I done had me some wild times at Bus Stop High back in the day, man. Man, I remember like one time, I remember as a young kid, man, me and my cousin, he was a year older than me. Now, at the time, I couldn't have been no more than about 9, 10 years old. We were standing at a bus stop in L.A., and some dudes, two older dudes, man, I don't know, they was older than us. I might have been about 10, the homie might have been about 11, my cousin. They robbed us. Well, they robbed him because for some reason, my spidey senses kicked in. When I seen the two fools walk up, I'm looking at them. I had $5 on me. I had a $5 bill in my pocket. I ease around the pole because they stopped at my cousin first. I go in my pocket. I grab the $5 bill and ball it up and throw it in my mouth. nasty money, man. Some nasty money. But man, I wanted my little $5, man. Back in the 70s, man, $5 meant something for real. You know? Man, I balled my little $5 up and throwed it in my mouth. I remember when the two fools came to me. They was like, man, what you got? I was like, had that $5 in my mouth, was throwing my hands up like, man, you know. They pat my pockets and all that. I ain't had nothing, man. They got on about their business. They got my cousin though. My cousin, his mama gave him $5. My mama gave me $5. Man, they got him for his little $5. Boy, he was crying like a big dog. He was like, did they took your money too? They got you. I'm like, Pugh. I'm like, no, man. I put my money in my mouth. You know, man. Time goes on, man. Another time, had a wild time at the bus stop, man. It was back in the day, man. Look, okay, everybody used to go downtown. Back in them late 70s, man, everybody used to want to go downtown to the theater, man, on State and Grand or Broadway, wherever that was, but downtown, man, where the movies was by Clifton and all that. On State, I think. And so, man, look, you going down there, boy, you line to run into some of everybody. You line to run into some of everybody down there. So you had to be ready. So, man, you know, homies, we would group up in mass and go down there and check out the movies. Man, I think, man, we was coming back, fooling with that bus stop, man. We was coming back from downtown. If I'm not mistaken, I think, boy, we had posseed up and I think we had all went and seen that movie, The Warriors, if I can remember right. I think we was coming back from watching that movie, The Warriors. Man, it was about 12 of us. And we got off the bus right there on 51st and Broadway. We got off right there on 51st and Broadway. And instead of us belling, coming on back to the east side, you know, crossing over, coming on back to the set, we standing around for a minute, you know, hee ha ha, and, you know, clowning, doing whatever. Now, of course, we had got into it with the bus driver before we got off the bus. And back then, they had a little button that they would hit. Boop! They hit the little button and the one time come. So by the time we got right there on 51st, we got off, but the one time was coming. If we would have just went on and walked back to South Park, we probably would have even ran into the police. But we took too long. They pulled up on us. Man, there it went, man. You know, it's a whole bunch of mess, drama. They pissed us off as soon as they pulled up. Because when they jumped out, man, put your hands on the wall. Put your hands on. Then they going to ask us. They thought we were from Broadway. They thought we was from Five Deuce. So, you know, we like, man, no, man, we from Five Trey, man. We from Avalon. Woo, woo, woo. So, man, what y'all doing over here? Man, we just got off the bus, man, coming from the movies. And man, going through a whole bunch of rigmarole. So now, even back then, LAPD, man, look, LA lifestyle is so much different from other places, man. The police are territorial. The police know what section they patrolling. Because all this gang, you know, LA chopped up in sections, man. So we told them we from Avalon. They like, they knew, hey man, that we was a few streets over too far. They tripped out on us, man. Wasn't no thing. I remember they tried to rough the homie Snoop up, my homie AIP Snoop. They tried to rough Cuz up for a minute. Now we finna go crazy about the homie Snoop. What? Y'all better raise up, fool. You know what I'm saying? Got past that, man. Look, move right along. Another time, man. Another time on that bus stop, man. We had this was back in the early 80s on this one. Man, I never forget, man, real quick. Man, I'm on the bus stop. It's me, the homie Pinhead, and little female, man, who end up eventually, you know what I'm saying, turned in the set. She was bad, man. Little broad named Judy, man, half black, half Mexican. She was in like a little group home, so, but she was tough. Well, I seen her when I got out of Y. I'm like, ooh, wee. But never forget, man, the day we was sitting on that bus stop. I spoke on this before. Right across the street, right on 51st and Avalon. Sitting on that bus stop. The homie Pinhead had left, so it's just me and her. Back then, for some reason, man, that fog used to rise up in South Park. Used to rise up. So we had like had like a little whistle that we knew because it was hard to identify people in that park late at night, and that fog then rose up about 5, 6 feet off the ground. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody wanted to try to bust or get up on us, they was gonna get up on us before we even knew we was in danger. And so due to some of the things that was going on around LA at this time, things was tricky and Mickey. Sometimes could get real sticky, you know what I'm saying? And it almost got sticky for me that night. But what it was, I'm sitting there getting an old girl, and I see 3 shadows coming through the park. I'm like, I don't know. Now, granted, at the time, the homie on Big Boss Hall was giving a party on 53rd. And so could have been some homies migrating through. Boom. But now just to be safe, so I hit the whistle. Didn't come back again. No return. On the third one, I come up with the heat. I had a little 38. Dude started dumping. Boom, 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 boom. So when the shot fired, I'm like, I'd already told old girl, man, you might want to get back at this bus stop real quick. I don't know what this is coming up on us. So right when she got up and got back, they started dumping. I started return fire. Boom, 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 boom. I ain't had but 6 shots. When I let all 6 shots go, it was time for me to get in the wind. Luckily, whoever that was come to the park, I let the 6 shots off so quick, boy, they might have thought I had something. They turned around and ran back, you know what I'm saying, towards San Pedro way. I knew what set they was from. Ain't no need to go into it. I got old girl, snatched her up off the ground. We got ghosts. Fooling with them bus stops, man. Fooling with them bus stops, man. Another time, man, fooling with that bus stop. One day, coming from Pop's house, man, Pop stayed right there on 84th from Crenshaw. I went over there to get some money, but now he wasn't there, so I'm like, all right, well, cool. I come back right there on the bus stop. I'm waiting on the bus right there on Crenshaw and Manchester. Out of pocket, out of bounds, no dang well, this Inglewood family hood. And they caught me. I told y'all this story before. They was getting ready to trip on me. Luckily, I seen one of their homies that I had looked out for real tough when I was in Hawaii with him. And boom, he happened to pull up too. I got a pass. Cause they was finna a little dab-a-do me. They was finna a little dab-a-do you. You know what I'm saying? Them things happen, man. Another time, standing at the bus stop right there on Crenshaw and Vernon, cross street from the Mert Park, man. I'm finna head down Vernon, back to the set, back to the east side. Man, I'm standing there and I'm trued up at the time. You know what I'm saying? White lowrider pull up. I knew from the look of the dudes in the car. I'm like, ooh, they bloods. They got to be the way they had that look that we always what you call it what's the term I forget the term on here, but it's something you use. Well, I can forget the term, but anyway. I knew they was bloods. So when they pull up, one dude got out. I seen one dude in the car hand the dude that got out of heat. He put the heat in his coat. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't want to just leave. I'm like, dang. The car pull off. They were looking at me crazy too, though, but they pull off. I told y'all about this one too. Dude walk up, you know what I'm saying? He looked at my Pumas, had them blue Pumas with them blue shoestrings. He was like, man, what'd he say? Man, your feet, boy, I bet your feet cold. Your feet freezing. I know he got this heat, so I can't play Super Crip right now. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fool. I know when to act right. So, you know, I played all out, man. It ain't nothing, you know, it's just work shoes, man. You know, go to work, you know. Ooh. I had on a Cascade coat. Or no, I had on a Batman jacket. Y'all back in the days, y'all know what them Batman's jacket were. I had on and it had cartoon across the back. I had just took the jacket off. I'm glad I didn't have that jacket on. Or he would have known I was banging. But he probably knew I was banging because you could look at me, man. I'm G'd up from head to toe everywhere I go. But he didn't push it, you know what I'm saying? It could have went all the way bad for me, man, you know. End up getting on the bus. Some other stuff happened on the bus too, but I told y'all about that story. You know, moving on, you know what I'm saying? Man, another time, man. Fooling with that bus stop. Man, Man, me and a little female, man, I was my girl. Her name was Denise. We at the bus stop on, don't get me the line, homie. To be honest, I can't remember. I can't remember exactly where we was at, but we was on the bus stop. Man, it was raining. I'm talking about, it was raining bad as I don't know what. We had a little umbrella. You know what I'm saying? A little umbrella. I'm standing up. She's sitting down on the bus stop. She had a little baby. She holding her little baby. And I got the umbrella, man, trying to, keep the rain off her and the baby. Man, out here looking stupid. Grown man. I didn't have no car at the time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't had no money. Broke. You know what I'm saying? Only thing was on my mind was gang banging. But now I'm out here with her in the rain with this baby with a little bitty umbrella. I never forget, man. The light was red and a car pulled up. And I never forget, man. He was bumping that Computer Love. Computer Love, it just came out. It had just came out, man. And I'm like, boom. At the time, it was my favorite song. When Computer Love came out, man, I was so crazy about that song. I'm like, boom. So the window come down. And dude look over. And right when the light turned green to go, he gonna say something real slick. He said, man, that's messed up, man. You out here got your girl and your baby out here in the rain. You ain't got no car. Man, you need to do something with yourself. And pull it off. Man, you talking about embarrassed, man. Hold up, man. But he was right, though. He was right. I was super duper embarrassed. And it's hard to embarrass me, man. It's real hard to embarrass me. It ain't a lot of stuff that you can embarrass me with. But that day, I got embarrassed, y'all. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I got embarrassed that day, y'all. Man, look, fooling with that bus stop again, man. It's back in the day, man. I was on the run. I had an attempted murder on the LAPD. I had attempted murder on the police. And I was on the run for it. For some strange reason, the police had got shot up in South Park. Over there effing around, out of pocket, doing stuff they had no business doing, and they got lit up. For some strange reason, they thought I did it. Me? Innocent little old me? Man, no. Why would they think I did it? Anyway, of course, I was on the run for it, though. So, I never forget, man. I was out there in Linwood at my girl house. I had got word that the police knew I was somewhere in Linwood hiding and that they was finna find me. I'm like, dang, I got to get up out of here. I called my baby mama. She stayed in Anaheim. So I'm like, man, look, I got to come out there. I got to woo woo wah wah wham. She like, man, boy, come on. Cool. So now I tell the girl I was with, Trina, I say, look, I got to go, man. Look, man, the police, man. She was like, I know. So we creep out the house. We creeped up on Imperial. We was right there on like Imperial and Atlantic. Or that street on Sampson, the street right before you get to Atlantic, right there on Imperial. But we was way over there in Linwood. So anyway, man, I come up. It's a bus stop right there. But now I ain't finna stand out on this bus stop because the one time looking for me. So it's some big bushes right there. So now I get all the way up in the bushes. I get up in the bushes. She want to get up in the bushes with me. Now she want to stay down. She want to be down. Usually we fussing, fighting, and arguing. But now she want to stay down with your big partner. She know that I done got my tail caught in a crack on this one. So we in the bush about every 5 minutes we'd creep and look up and down Imperial to see if the bus coming. Bus ain't coming. Back in the bushes. Did that about 3 times. Man, I'm scratched up, messed up, clothes funky, nasty, dirty. Man, my braids done got caught. My braids done got caught all in the bushes and twigs. Done scratched my face up. Finally, the bus coming, man. I squeeze out the bushes. The bus almost passed me up because they didn't see nobody. It was coming fast. I guess ain't nobody inside the bus hit the bell to get off right there. So now they see ain't nobody they finna speed on past it. So when I come out the bushes at the last second, the lady driving the bus had to, you know what I'm saying? Dang. Anyway, I get on the bus. I get ghost. Messing with them bus stops, man. I looked at like a homeless person by the time I got on that bus. I was messed up, man. Scratched up, messed up, dulled up. Another story, man. Fooling with them bus stops. Fooling with them bus stops, man. I'm downtown. What was I downtown for? I don't know if I was going from the movies or that they had a restaurant downtown called Clifton's where a lot of people used to go and eat back in the day. I don't know, I can't remember what I was downtown for because this back in the day. But I'm standing at the bus stop. I think it was four or five little Mexican dudes. They belling, they walking. So I'm standing, I'm G'd up. I ain't tripping on them. Now I'm thinking they was either 18th Streets or Diamond Streets because back in this day, the 18th but now the Diamond Streets, they used to hang right down the street. It used to be a diamond shop called Diamond Jewelry, I think, if I can remember right, called Diamond Jewelry, and it had like a little sign that come all the way out with a big cardboard picture of a diamond, and it said Diamond Jewelry on there and all that. The Diamond Street essays from that game, they used to hang right there in front of that jewelry store, Diamond Jewelry, because they was from Diamond Street. So now we used to see them all the time going downtown, but now them 18th Streets, you know what I'm saying, they everywhere. They spread like cancer. They was everywhere. So I'm thinking it's either the 18th Streets or the Diamond Streets. But now, you know what I'm saying, when the little essays pull up, you know what I'm saying, they like, what's up, Holmes? I'm like, shoot, what's up, cuz? So we going back and forth. The conversation kind of went the wrong way. And you know what I'm saying, at the time, I'm like, shoot, man, what's up? So they talk about what they were going to do, this, that. Make a long story short, we got to bumping. Man, we out there in the middle of, if I think it was State, but they was all little though. They was all real little. What it was, dude felt like, I think he felt like I disrespected him because they were like, you a Crip, Holmes? I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm from East Side Avalon, which of course they didn't know nothing about that. But now when they said they gang, they were from a gang called Fifth and Hill. Fifth and Hill. Now at the time, now I've heard them. I've been in YA with them after that. But this was before I'd ever been to jail, YA, any of that. So I never heard of them. But now Fifth and Hill was like at that time. I don't know what they doing now. I don't even know if they still down there. But they was like a little Paisa gang, like a little border brother gang. At this time, the majority of Mexicans that was from that neighborhood was like, the little Paisas or the border brothers. They had a gang downtown called Fifth and Hill. Or sometimes they say Fifth and Loma. So when I'm like, man, what is that? Man, what's that? They took that the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? Words start going the wrong way. Eventually, now we out here fighting. We bumping. Boom, 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 boom. It's me against them. I'm kicking and swinging and kicking. The cold part about it, I don't ever remember them throwing one blow. All I remember them doing was kicking at me. They kept kicking. I'm like, what? Now, I would learn later, going to juvenile hall in YA, that at that time, that's how most Mexicans was fighting. They would kick at you. They was always kicking. So, but now these little dudes, it was like about 4 of them, I think, 4 or 5, something like that. We fighting, and they just kicking me. They kicking. The kicks didn't hurt or nothing. But, didn't nobody get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, they went their way. I went my way. And I went further down the street and got on the bus again, got back to the east side. Fooling around with them god dang bus stops. With them bus stops, man. Another time. Man, I'm posted up right there on Avalon and Imperial. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I've been kicking it with the 11-6 Avalons all day, right there in the 11 in the A-line apartments, right there on the 116. So now I'm getting ready to leave. I'm so boom. Which it wasn't no problem because at the time we were on super duper good terms with the 11 Deuce in hoods. So that wasn't no issue, wasn't no problem. We used to kick it with them. They used to have a motorcycle club right on Avalon between Imperial and whatever street that was. I think 114th, 13th, 114th, or whatever, one of them streets, right before you get to Imperial though. They used to have a motorcycle club right there back in the day. And us, the Avalons and the 11 Deuce in hoods, we used to kick it in that motorcycle club all the time. But so anyway, right across the street was a gas station. I'm posted up at the bus stop and right there by the gas station. I'm waiting to jet. Man, a car come by. I'm looking at the car. So I'm like, hey. You could tell, man, you out there and you in that banging life, you gonna know when your enemigo done looked at, done come past you. I'm looking, like, hold up. So now I'm knowing, okay, got to be maybe two things. I say either they the Miller gangsters coming through on a mission, on a field trip, looking to see who they can catch, or it was the Bellhaven bounty hunters. Now, for those don't understand, different places, everybody done heard of the bounty hunters, the Nickerson Gardens, the bounty hunters. But now, unbeknownst to y'all, there's another section of bounty hunters that are not in the projects. You got to come down Imperial some toward Avalon. You have a bunch of apartments right there called the Bellhavens, and everything in that apartment was bounty hunter too. But they called themselves the Bellhaven bounty hunter. They was BHBH, the Bellhaven bounty hunters. Some knowledge that you ain't gonna get in college right there, y'all. So anyway, it could be them because at this time, the 11-6 Avalons and the Bellhaven bounty hunters, they going at it. I'm talking about they going at it. They showing up going at it with the Miller gangsters. This back in the early 80s, back about 82, I think. So I'm looking, I'm like, dang, okay. I'm looking to see if I see them brake lights. So now, even if you don't see the brake lights, you got to watch and see if that car gonna turn off. Cause see, me and my homies, we got real smart. We know how the demo go. So now we done peeked the fool at the bus stop, and we finna get him. We know he's sweating to see if the brake lights come on or if we make a turn. You bust that right turn, that means you finna come all the way back around and try to trip. So what we would do, man, we would go down like 2-3 blocks where we know he can't really see us no more. And then we would bust that right and come all the way. You can bust a left if you have to. But anyway, we would come all the way back around and try to get our victim. Get our victim. But now this right here, no, they warned me. I seen, they coming back. It was exit stage left even. Fooling around on them bus stops, man. Fooling at them bus stops, man. I got my stupid butt, I shot back across Imperial, got back to them A-line apartments, got back to the Avalon apartments on 116. I'm out of here, man. They tripping. Somebody trying to get me. Y'all know sometimes the skin be tender and you don't feel like getting it tenderized, But yeah, but them just a few of the escapades I had fooling around at them bus stops in LA, man. The RTD, the rough, tough, and dangerous. Don't do it. Don't do it, because I done caught me some fools. I told you about stuff that happened to me at the bus stop. I ain't told you about the times we caught fools slipping at them bus stops. That might be the next story, man. But in the meantime, between time, man, tell your loved ones you love them, man. Keep your head on a swivel. And always remember, man, if y'all don't remember nothing else, man, always remember, man, I represent the gangsters, homie. The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta boogie.